Modern Warfare 2 has been out for a couple of weeks now, and I think it's time to circle back. The honeymoon is finished and share some opinions. If you watch the channel, you know I cover a lot of FPS games here, with the backbone being Halo for the most part. COD has been something I've been a huge fan of for a long time. That was until about 6-7 years ago, where we entered the round-robin roulette of, is this a good COD year or a bad COD year? Will it have a campaign? Will it have zombies? What features will they remove this time? And there's one big thing I want to point out with Modern Warfare 2, that at least after the first, month, we can say with certainty this game is reminiscent of like a 2000s era shooter. Now, I hold Halo 3 as like a high watermark. 2007, the game comes out with campaign, multiplayer, social and ranked, Forge, custom games, theater, so much stuff available from the very get-go. Now compare that to the live service offerings we've been receiving from the AAA space the last 3 to 4 years. It has been bare bones, to say the least. Modern Warfare 2 is not perfect. It has technical issues all over the place. The unlock system is a little not to my liking. There are plenty of issues with the campaign and more, but what you can say is the game releases with campaign, co-op, a robust multiplayer mode, tons of things to unlock, a ridiculously in-depth weapon tuning system, DMZ, and Warzone. There is a lot there if you are a player who enjoys this base gameplay. And I think that's commendable. You got to give credit where credit is due, because we have not seen this style of launch in many years, and I think it should be applauded. Now, myself as a player, from the gameplay perspective now after many weeks with the title, Modern Warfare 2 is like sometimes really fun for me and sometimes incredibly frustrating. I've been playing the game on PC, I've tested both mouse and keyboard, and had similar experiences where some nights you just get absolutely walloped and the SBMM is crushingly strong. And then just as you're ready to hop off, it throws you a bone. You get one of those lobbies where the rhythm clicks, and maybe you're playing well, or maybe you just dropped that bracket and you're just playing a little bit looser SBMM players. And you can't really tell, man. I feel like I am on this automated casino floor that's telling me when I'm going to get off and when I'm going to get on. And that I don't necessarily love, but hey, any amount of talk about SBMM from the community, I truly don't think will move the needle whatsoever, at least not at Activision. I really think that they are going to base their decisions purely on data. If the data shows more player retention, then that is 100% where they're going to leave the tuning for SBMM and their choices. I mean, they pay really smart people to make sure that we stay engaged as long as possible. It feels kind of manipulative. The days of making just like a really cool piece of art that's fun to play, that's long gone. This is a curated, highly tuned machine that is designed to get you to play and to buy for as long as possible. With that little diatribe out of the way, though, gameplay is really fun, gunplay is great, and honestly, it's addicting in so many ways. If you can get over the frustrations of some of the kill streaks and the lobbies and sometimes the technical issues, you can find a very fun COD game here from the multiplayer standpoint. Warzone 2 is very interesting. It's a lot slower and more methodical. I would compare it closer to PUBG-style gameplay, which some players will love, and others who are addicted to Warzone 1's like continuous team deathmatch-style action may not vibe with. Now, it's early days still, plenty of changes to come, but I will say proximity chat is incredible. Hearing enemies talk about you and then taking them out is supremely rewarding.
One's near us. He's in there.
Where?
Marked right here. I got stuck, but he's in there. He's right in there.
Wow!
Where is he?
The guy knew I was coming.
Now, the flip side of the coin with proximity chat is you will hear some horrible things. Yeah, so you could turn it off as well, and sometimes it's very worthwhile. For content creators, I think there's kind of a limitless set of opportunities here where players are going to come up with so many crazy funny clips and coordinate in really ridiculous ways. On the whole, Warzone's pretty fun, and I will probably continue booting this up a bit more than multiplayer in the weeks and months to come, just because that sandbox is going to evolve and change over time. DMZ, this is an interesting one. I'm not a big extraction-based shooter player. I've wanted to get Tarkov for a while. The price has kind of kept me away from it, as well as like the intimidation factor of such a complicated and challenging game. DMZ does not seem like the extraction-based mode that will probably pull me off the fence into getting immersed into things. I could be wrong, but it just feels kind of slow and not really... I don't get the super hook. I don't really understand that risk-reward ratio that I've heard about, proclaimed from Tarkov players for a long time. I don't think DMZ is going to be what pulls me in. Now, if you love the mode, tell me why. I would like to give it more of a chance, but I just have a hard time like grappling with it. The multiplayer mode moving forward. If they keep adding new maps, like Shoot House is super fun, and some of these more traditional maps coming into the game, great. I will check it out over time. But I will say, I don't think I'm gonna spend a ton of time in this multiplayer mode. Like, once I've finished up the unlocks, gotten the camos that I wanted, I will probably move on. And that's why this COD is kind of an interesting place in history. There's a lot of features, there's a lot of modes. It's the first COD in this 10 or 8 year roulette cycle that doesn't have a major feature like ripped from it, or mode I should say, because you could probably get into real detail about things that are not there right now. But at the same time too, I don't feel the same enthusiasm that I did back in 2019 when I tried out Modern Warfare for the first time. Maybe it's just fatigue, maybe it's the place that I'm at in life, but I like it, but I don't super love it. And that is why I want to know what you were thinking about this year's Call of Duty. Honeymoon is done. Don't hold any punches. Be brutally honest. What are you thinking about this game? What's your favorite mode and why? All that stuff. Thanks for watching the channel. I hope you're having a great rest of your week. We're already halfway through it. Right on. We'll see you again in the next video. Thanks.